for here we go, for HUNNICUT on holiday, aka HUNNICUT in quarantine. We've got a smaller show tonight, but it is going to be a fun one. We do this mostly every other Friday, and what this is an improv troupe called HUNNICUT doing a game show where I challenge the other members of HUNNICUT to celebrate the lesser-known holidays the internet has to offer. So, how are you doing, Jason and Morgan?
Doing well. Excited for this truncated version of HUNNICUT.
How's your week? How are your weeks treating you?
I just started a new job. I was telling Jason that I'm brand to a new job. So it's just been a light week. It's been nice. Just enjoying the onboarding.
Nice. There's nothing like just getting to show up and just be trained with zero expectations for a week or two.
Yeah, it's super nice to just be like, oh, you don't need to know that yet. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll forget that.
You don't need to know that yet. The 7 most beautiful words in the English language. Well, y'all, as we are wont to do, we're going to try and I'm trying to figure out if I want this earbud in or not. I think I do. We're going to try and celebrate holidays that maybe don't get talked about. We're in a really good spot for that because we're kind of in a holiday desert for the year. Like, we've got Easter coming up. We're not going to be celebrating Easter tonight, although I think an egg hunt might have a place in our future for the stream. But I'll tell you the holidays that I think we should celebrate tonight. And that are mandatory to celebrate because I've written a game show revolved around them. First of all is April Fool's Day, which was yesterday. That's the big one we'll get into. But the lesser known ones, shout out Morgan on helping me source some of these as well. Find a Rainbow Day, National Children's Picture Book Day, and National Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich Day, or PB&J Day. So I'm excited to get into these. I think we should go ahead and just start with April Fool's Day. First of all, beyond the game show, did either of you get pranked or prank anyone yesterday, or see any fun like corporate pranks on the internet?
Bud Light put out, or Budweiser put something out that their beer is now pizza flavored. And for a second, I looked at that and I thought, well, maybe the flavor was that it has a good comparing with, like, if you had pizza and a Bud Light, like maybe the flavors are introduced to it. But no, they said it was a hoax, or it was just a joke. So
sad.
Yeah,
Morgan,
I would have tried that beer.
100%, yes.
I saw a good one from El Rollo where they said their famous marquee sign that always has jokes on it, they said it got stolen, and so people were like really mad for a minute there, and then it was actually like a promo, and it was at the Yeti store, and so there was like this fun like egg hunt to find it on their Instagram.
That's very clever. I feel like if you want people to believe something on the internet, anchoring it with something will make them mad is like people we're so ready to be mad that I feel like that's a really good way to lie to somebody.
Yeah, like a cause they can get behind.
Yes, exactly. I woke up today fully prepared to make a dumb statement about how I was going to like pivot to making country music or something, only to realize that I entirely missed the first of the month. I thought today was the first, and it is in fact the second of the month. I did, however, see Bruce Campbell post a fake page from the Doctor Strange script insinuating that Ash from the Evil Dead movies would be in the new Doctor Strange movie. That was the fun prank I saw.
And did he correct it, or did he like just leave it out there for people to speculate?
I think he just left it out there. The funny thing is that Ash from the Evil Dead movies was in Marvel Zombies in the comics. So technically he already is Marvel canon and totally could be that character in the movie. But no, it was sadly just a joke. Now, on the subject of lying to each other, that brings us to tonight's first challenge game, okay? So we've all done this. This is the icebreaker, icebreakers, 2 truths and a lie. Y'all are going to be head-to-head on this one, though. So you're each going to have to present 2 truths and a lie. And while I start thinking about them now, I'll explain the game, but you know what's coming. 2 truths and a lie, so 3 statements total about who you are as a person. Correctly guessing the other person's is going to get you 50 points.
Okay.
So first guess, if you get it on the first guess, it's 50. If you get it on the second guess, it's 25. But it is in your best interest to make it difficult for the other person because they get points if they correctly guess yours. So let's take a few seconds here.
Okay.
Give y'all a few, and let's go. Okay. So.
Okay.
Sorry, it's only fun if I kind of throw everyone off guard a little bit.
I'm ready.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just order on my screen. Start with you, Jason. 2 truths and a lie. And Morgan, you are going to try and identify the lie.
Cool. I have a phobia of roaches, is one. The first time I kissed a girl was in an adventure park, and I have a master's degree.
All right.
Do I guess?
Yeah, go ahead and guess.
I think the lie is the roaches fear.
Nope, I have a phobia of roaches.
Okay, you can't get those 50 points anymore, but you can get 25 for correctly guessing. 50-50 shot here. Was it that Jason's first kiss was at a theme park, or that he has a master's?
I think the theme park.
Is the truth, right?
I think it's
the lie.
A lie.
No, that is true.
So the lie was the master's? I thought you had a master's.
Nope.
I love this because it also illustrates something else that I think April Fool's Day wants to teach us about manipulating each other, and that's that the bigger the lie, the more likely someone is to believe it. So you're saying you have a roach phobia versus a master's degree. Like, I'm just more inclined to think you're lying about the small thing. All right, I'm sorry, Morgan. That is a 0-point round for you, but that doesn't mean Jason will fare any better. It is now your turn.
Okay, my 2 truths and a lie. I played cello for 4 years in high school. I have 2 sisters, or I have eaten a scorpion and a snake.
Okay.
And I'm picking the lie, correct?
That's right.
All right, cello. The cello for 4 years.
Gosh, it is a lie. But I played cello for 2 years, not 4.
I love the specificity of the lie there too. It's just a 2-year distinction. All right.
I was very bad. It was terrible.
Well,
I would like hold the bow over the strings during concerts because I was like, I have no idea where we are in this music.
Improvise it.
Do y'all do you guys play any other instruments now?
I have a harmonica that I sometimes play when I'm driving. Not while I'm driving, but when I'm at a red light or a stop sign.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm not very good at it. I don't know anything about it other than just blowing right into it. But it's I don't think it's about music. It's about stress. Just going.
It's about expression.
But what a persona to have at the stop sign, like just the car next to you, and you're just like on your harmonica.
Piano man.
Yeah.
Screaming Billy Joel. Yeah.
To be honest, I wish that everyone, instead of looking down at their phone at stoplights, just started playing harmonica. Is that why you did it? Because wasn't like a New Year's resolution of yours to try and be on your phone less at stoplights?
No, I've always kind of just had it in my car, and if the light's long and I'm just bored, like, and I'm waiting there, maybe my car's in park, I'll fiddle with it. But this is since I've been in Austin, so like, yeah.
Dang. Well, I'm happy that you exist in the world, Jason. I'm happy that you're bringing magic and music to random people's days just by getting around, just by driving around. All right, y'all. We're going to amp up the challenge a little bit here as we switch over to Find a Rainbow Day. Morgan, I was thrilled when you dropped this. I assume what this means is go find a rainbow somewhere in nature, whether that's a sprinkler system in your yard or whatnot. However, we're going to adapt it to being like a rainbow inside your house. So this is a physical challenge. You guys are going to have 2 minutes to go find Roy G. Biv representation in the house. I'm going to give you a quick example, though. I, as you may know, like to collect VHS tapes. Recently, I'm going to try and grab this off the shelf without unplugging and knocking everything over. I recently completed a series of VHS tapes from the Italian director Pasolini. And one thing that brought me a lot of joy is that the company that put these out gave them each a different colored spine. So when you have all of them collected, it makes this wonderful VHS rainbow of his movies. It's the coolest looking director's section that I've got here. This is an example of finding a rainbow in your house. Granted, totally canned, very easy. That's why I'm not competing. So you need to go forth and find a similar rainbow that exists somewhere in your house. The closer you get to getting all 7 colors of it or more, the better chance you have of winning. But we are going to let the chat decide. So I'm going to set a timer.
Does it have to be like a set of something?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I was trying to provide like a platonic example that was like something that would be very difficult to match, so that you're. I'm just trying to make the standards high here, but ultimately, get creative, get messy with it, and go. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a second while we give them 2 minutes on this countdown here. I'm going to let you know that I have the timer going right here, counting down, and they are off on their hunt. Have you ever seen that movie Pollyanna, like Rainbows of Crystals and Lights? So if you have that, you're a shoo-in to win. I do wish I knew that. Thank you, You Wish You Knew 4688. Also, what up, Rocco's Vintage Life? And what up, Honk Honk Girl? Very good to have you in the chat. If you're watching but just lurking or don't want to be in the chat, totally, wotally cool, but we always enjoy talking to you. I'm going to go ahead and do some quick station ID while we let this timer count down. You are tuned into ColdTowne TV right here on twitch.tv/ColdTowne TV. After HUNNICUT, we're going to do a quick hosting break. Stephanie's going to return. Then we're going to cut over to the talk show with Jen and Chanel, which is always wonderful. And then I'm going to do a brief DJ set at 9:45 called Protexters Playhouse. We also have a special surprise video coming up from comedian, innovator, videographer, filmmaker, Jer Morin, who's going to be coming on with a video at 9:45. So great night. Thanks for being here. And let's keep this Friday going. Contestants, if you can hear me, you have 40 seconds remaining to bring me back that rainbow. And if you're just joining us in HUNNICUT, well, we are an improv troupe that celebrates the lesser-known holidays of the internet. And so tonight, we are celebrating currently Find a Rainbow Day by making my fellow troupe mates go find something in the shade or color or shape of a rainbow in their house. And they now have 20 seconds remaining to do that. I see Jason returning to the fold, and we are about to enter our 10 count. I'm going to hydrate. And the proper hydration means that we are done. And y'all are back. Okay, cool. Jason, I made you go first last time, so we're going to switch that up. Morgan, you are going to go first this time. Let's see what rainbow you found.
Okay, I have all the colors. I'm going to position this. This is a 5-hour energy bar. This is my red.
Got our red.
This is a painting of mine. This is my orange.
Nice. Did you do that?
Yes. This is called an angry mama. She goes and cleans your microwave. She's my yellow.
That's awesome.
Green duct tape, blue floss, and purple after makeup spray.
Look at this gorgeous rainbow. It's not only a rainbow, but it kind of is like it's kind of like a collage of your life too.
It really is.
I feel like this kind of takes us through a day. The energy leads to the art, leads to the cleaning, and then at the end of the day, the makeup remover. You got some credit from You Wish You Knew in the chat as well. She's an artist, they say.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone at home, make a little bit of noise for Morgan's rainbow.
It is all-nighters setting spray. That's right. Good for a night out.
I love it. I love that InRobot. What up, InRobot? I also love that InRobot recognized the brand on the setting spray. All right, y'all. Let's move over to Jason's rainbow, which sounds like a kid's television show.
Maybe one day. I got a red mask that I got at CBS.
Safe.
See if I can touch that. Yep, safe. I have an orange dice. It's got New York as the number 1. Also kind of hard to see. For yellow, I got a deck of Chris Angel playing cards. So mine 3 cards. That's my yellow. My green is a sock with that's supposed to look like you're holding pencils and a ruler, like a pocket. My blue is the shoes that I'm currently wearing, which are New Balance. And purple is, I went to a farmer's market yesterday in Elgin, Texas, and it was really nice. And I bought some salsa, I bought some pecans, and they gave me this really cute purple bag. that I'm gonna keep.
I love that. Okay, so I also feel like we got a journey through your life. What item do you think represents you the most out of these?
Chris Angel's deck of cards.
I'm very happy to hear you agree with me on that. Because I think you just freaked my mind. Okay, y'all, we're going to let the chat decide who takes home 50 points for this challenge. Which of the two rainbows do you like the most? We're going to give you just a, you know what, actually, I'm going to do a poll. Oh, no, I'm not an admin, so I can't. So please just chime in the chat if you want to vote, and we will give you a few seconds here to vote. First of all, let me just look at the chat. You wish you knew parents wouldn't let them watch Chris Angel because he was a demon. So for that reason, they're voting for Morgan. Jessie Face says she has indigo on the setter. Rocco is voting for Angry Mama. I think that's 3 for Morgan. I think I'm comfortable calling it at that. I'm going to say 50 points goes to Morgan. However, both of you, and I know that Jessie Face is saying indigo's in there on the setter, but both of you said purple instead of indigo or violet. And for that reason, I divided 50 by 7 and subtracted that many points. So 50 divided by 7 is about 7. So I'm going to go ahead and give you 43 points, Morgan. 43 points.
It's only fair.
And I would have done that for both of y'all, believe me. Okay, thank you for showing us the rainbow of your existence. I feel like we got to know you both a little bit better. That was beautiful.
Good.
And while we're in a colorful, visual, representative space, we're going to move over to our next challenge. That said, we're pretty darn good on time. So would either of you like to tell me a story real quick of a time in which you saw a magical rainbow IRL? I'm going to go ahead and start. I'll tell us a story real quick. When I was in high school, me and my high school sweetheart would spend, I remember the summer, it was the summer after my junior year, would just run around Iowa City and Iowa City, Iowa, and just frolic and play, and it was wonderful. One time we snuck onto the ACT testing campus, which is based in Iowa. The ACT test is the place they grade it, is based in my hometown. And they had a giant grass field with sprinklers going. And all I remember is kind of nothing naughty, but I remember tumbling and making out and taking Polaroid pictures in those flowers while the spray water created rainbows all around us. And we knew that people's futures were being determined less than a mile away.
Well, I don't think I have as beautiful a rainbow story as that.
Bless you, Stephanie.
I think I've seen maybe 2 or 3 rainbows in my life, or maybe I'm just forgetting a lot of them. But I mean, they're beautiful. Have you seen the internet where there's, or you've seen the internet, right? The two rainbows.
Double rainbow, yeah.
Double rainbow, yeah.
Internet classic. What's your favorite color? Let's go there real quick.
I would say the yellow would be my favorite.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
What makes it your favorite color? Not many people say yellow.
I think it's a color that kind of looks good on anything. Like if you wear all brown and a little bit of yellow, for some reason, like even your shirt right now pops out to me. And there's obviously black and blue, but the yellow for me, it pops out the most whenever I see it in a color palette.
Nice. I like that it's your favorite because it's such a nice accent color. That's a very unique answer.
Yeah.
Morgan, what's yours?
I really like green. I feel like it's a nice jewel tone. It's it can be subdued. I like lots of neutrals, and so I feel like green's an easy one to also be kind of in the same playing field as black or white. And so I feel like my closet is full of neutrals, and green's one of them.
Nice. I feel like together y'all are quite a sunflower for tonight's stream.
Oh, that's right.
Helping us welcome in spring. Very, very on brand for the HUNNICUT crew. Always representing what time of the year it is. Okay, let's go ahead while we're thinking of colors and the colors in the world and identifying what they are. I think we're in a good headspace to jump over to National Children's Picture Book Day. Okay, so we always try to bake in a trivia challenge. Tonight is a trivia challenge. So there's 10 questions. I'm going to go ahead and start with 5 questions. The first round is all about Beverly Cleary, because Beverly Cleary, famous children's book author, influenced probably all of us watching and participating in the stream tonight. Rest in peace. She died last week at the age of 104. Incredible life. Published her first book at 34, and now is a legend even after she's dead at 104. So anything is possible, folks. 70 years later, this woman's work is reverberating through young lives. So in her honor, here's our first question. What titular cat from a Beverly Cleary book shared a name with President Bill Clinton's cat?
Oh my God. Jason.
Jason.
I don't know if this is right, but is it Socks?
It is Socks. Yes, for 25 points, it is Socks. Well done. And y'all, feel free to play along in the chat too. Contestants, try not to cheat, but also, I'm not your boss. Let's go ahead and second question. This R-named girl featured as the title character in 11 different Beverly Cleary books. Morgan.
Ramona.
Ramona is the ticket. Correct, Mundo. Now, Beverly Cleary, I just learned this today. In the early 1960s, Beverly Cleary wrote 3 tie-in novels for a famous, very popular sitcom of the time. Can you tell me what that sitcom was?
And you said the early 90s?
Early 60s.
Oh, 60s. Oh my God.
It's a classic 50s sitcom, very nuclear family. You've probably seen it spoofed a million times growing up, but maybe have never actually seen an episode. Morgan?
I Love Lucy.
What was that?
I said I Love Lucy.
No, that's a good guess.
I think that's way older though, right?
No, it's 50s. That's a good guess.
Oh, okay.
Jason.
Leave It to Beaver.
Leave It to Beaver is the correct answer. Yes, indeed.
I guessed that.
Very nice.
Sometimes it's worth throwing the guess out. In that case, it brings you up to 50 points for the round. What vehicle does Ralph S. Mouse ride around on? Morgan.
A convertible?
I'm sorry, it's not a convertible. Jason.
Is it a motorcycle?
It is a motorcycle. The Mouse and the Motorcycle is the name of the first book, and Ralph S. Mouse is the name of the second in that series. The Mouse and the Motorcycle.
Of Stuart Little.
Yes. Comment. I almost made that a Stuart Little question to intentionally throw y'all, but I had forgotten Stuart Little's name, and that's the only reason I didn't. So Morgan, I'm going to give you 20 points just for mentioning Stuart Little. No, I'll give you 25 just for mentioning Stuart Little because I wanted to include him. Okay, this final one is the hardest one of the round. There are 2 potential correct answers here. I only need one of them. But what grade level range did Beverly Cleary say that she most enjoyed writing for? She said, I most enjoy writing books for blank and blank graders. Morgan.
3rd and 5th.
3rd and 4th is the correct answer. So I'm going to go ahead and give you those points. 3rd and 4th, and I only needed one of them, so you take home the 25 for that round. This sets you guys both at 75 each for moving forward. Okay, you're tied halfway through. All right, we're going to move it. We're going to just start talking about kids' books in general now for these next 5 questions. One of my favorites growing up, I loved this book series. What 2 amphibians shared a same-sex love saga across 4 books in the 70s?
Oh my God, the Mr. Toad. And
I'm going to need you to chime in. Morgan, would you like to buzz in?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I can't remember the other guy's name, but it was Mr. Toad and somebody else.
I think you might be thinking of The Wind in the Willows, which is not this book.
Oh.
However, you're very close. Jason, would you like to try and guess?
I don't have a clue. I'm going to default to no.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give Morgan 12.5 points for getting Toad because the answer was Frog and Toad. Frog and Toad. They are best friends, and they hang out, and they're really great. And I always thought they were just best friends, but I learned today that the author who wrote them was gay and came out after their publishing. So confirmed that they are actually in a relationship, which I think makes them even sweeter little guys from my childhood. Okay, next question. What color is Harold's crayon? Harold is the title character of a book about him and his crayon. The color of the crayon is also in the title. We got one correct answer in the chat right off the bat from Rocco. They love that book.
I saw the chat, but
I'm gonna be honest. I also saw the chat.
Okay, y'all. Well, you both get 0 points for that round. No, you both get 10 points for honesty for that round.
Yay! High five!
No, Rocco, do not apologize. You're totally allowed to play in the chat. It is our contestants who.
I wasn't supposed to be looking.
weren't supposed to be looking.
Cover that window.
Here's another one. Do y'all remember the children's writer illustrator Tommy DePaula? Because he gave us a very famous pasta-loving character known as a grandma witch. What is her name? She's an Italian character drawn to be a friendly grandmother witch. And she loves to cook and make potions to help her neighbors. She has a 2-word name. Yes, Morgan.
I mean, I'm just gonna guess because I have no idea, but I'm gonna say Mama Pasta.
Mama Pasta is very good guess. It is wrong, but I love it. The name of the character is, Jason?
Miss Spaghetti.
Miss Spaghetti. I'm sorry, both wrong. The name of the character is Stregonona. Stregonona.
Okay.
Do you remember Stregonona? Does that ring a bell now that I say it?
I feel like it does, but I couldn't place her in a lineup.
All right, maybe it was just the part of Missouri I grew up in that Stregonona was big in. Okay, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. If you give him a glass of milk, he's going to ask for what?
I'm going to guess here.
Morgan.
Oh, I thought it was he's probably going to spill it or something like that.
I'm sorry, no. He needs an item for his milk.
Oh, okay.
Jason?
I would never eat this, but cheese. Is cheese the answer?
I'm sorry, cheese is not the answer, nor does cheese really go well with milk, Jason.
I know, it doesn't make sense, but for some reason I was sticking with it.
Well, I think that's just because we've all been brainwashed by big cheese to believe that mice love cheese. The answer is correct, Amundo, again to Rocco in the chat. They're going to ask for a straw, but I'm going to give you a chance to make this up, okay? If the mouse asks for a cookie and you give it to him, and then he asks for milk and you give it to him, and then he asks for a straw and you give it to him, what is he going to ask for after that? And I'm sorry, this is where, oh, Morgan, yeah, you came in right in the buzzer.
I was going to say a refill.
I think that's a very practical answer, but the correct answer is, in fact, a napkin. A napkin.
Oh.
All right, finally, y'all, I hope that you like Wild Things and Where the Wild Things Live, because Where the Wild Things Are has a big old party we're all invited to, and that party is known as the Wild what? Morgan.
The Wild Woods?
Ooh, I'm sorry, it is not the Wild Woods. It is the name of the party the Wild Things throw. It is the Wild, let the Wild blank begin. Jason.
West?
I'm sorry, y'all. I appreciate that you both went in an alliterative guessing place. The correct answer is the Wild Rumpus, y'all. Let the Wild Rumpus begin. Rumpus, rumpus. All right, y'all. That takes us to the end of the round. Jason, you are at 85 points. And Morgan, you are at 97.5 points because you had a half answer. So squeaking out right in front there with the 97.5. However, we're going to keep talking about children's books. This time, however, it is not about the trivia, okay? Now, y'all may know that Godzilla vs. Kong came out on HBO Max and in theaters this week. I don't know if y'all have had a chance to watch it. I'm about halfway through. I started it too late. Really fun so far. If there's one thing people love, it's seeing icons fight each other. We've got Frankenstein versus Dracula. We got Godzilla versus Kong more than once. We got Freddy versus Jason. So on that note, we're going to put some famous children's book characters head to head, and you guys are each going to get 30 seconds to tell me who wins. And I'm going to judge you based on who I think is best. So I got 3 potential fights. You guys get 30 seconds each, and the person who I think makes a better case for their character winning is going to win. So first of all, the fight is Paddington versus Pooh Bear. Paddington versus Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Since you're in the lead, Morgan, go ahead and tell us. You're gonna advocate for Pooh Bear here. You have 30 seconds to tell me why Pooh Bear would beat Paddington's ass, and go.
Okay, well, first of all, Pooh Bear has a lot of influential friends. He's got a real boy, that Christopher Robbins, that can, help his training so he can beat Paddington. And he's got like the honey branding. So he's gonna just come in there. He's all tatted up with his honey pots and beat Paddington's ass.
Right, that was great. And you kept it to exactly 30 seconds. Jason, rebuttal please on Paddington's behalf, and go.
Paddington Bear lives essentially a fisherman's life with the way he dresses. All right, he's got fisherman boots. He's got like a fisherman hat. He's got like the fisherman coat. I think he lives a lot rougher life than people make him out to be. He has a briefcase too that he likes to carry. I guess he's always on the go. I don't really know too much about Paddington Bear other than that's how he looks. I think he also has a strong British accent, if I'm correct. Right? Okay, he does. That's enough can knock out Pooh Bear, I think.
All right, and that's time. All right, chat, who took this one? Does Pooh Bear win with his tatted up honey branding, or does Paddington win with his British affectations and briefcase and fisherman hook? I do love the fisherman hook. I'm going to go ahead and give this one to Pooh Bear just because I think that imagining Pooh Bear tatted up with honey symbols is an image I don't want to get rid of in my head. Okay, cool. That is 25 points to you, Morgan, for Pooh Bear on his victory. All right, the next matchup we have is Amelia Bedelia. Do you guys both know Amelia Bedelia?
I love Amelia Bedelia.
I don't
Jason?
know who that is.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to let you, Morgan, defend Amelia Bedelia, and Jason, you're going to do Curious George. Just as a quick primer on Amelia Bedelia, she is a maid and hired help who interprets everything literally. So if you say, hey, can you hit the road? She's going to go outside with a stick and start hitting the road, okay? That's from one of her books. Draw the windows. She's going to draw the windows. Draw a bath. She's going to draw a bath, okay? She's very literal minded. She doesn't understand metaphor much like she's the original Drax the Destroyer is basically Amelia Bedelia. Okay, so Curious George, Jason, go ahead.
Okay, so Curious George, he's curious, right? Like, he's curious to get into a fight. Like, I think if Curious George was in fight club, he'd be the first in line because he is curious, right? He can swing around, right? He can come with sneak attacks. I think he also has like a person that he's with, right? That wears a yellow suit, like his zookeeper.
The man in the yellow hat.
Man in the yellow hat, yeah. I think he would be a good sidekick in a tag team match, or if it was a 2-on-1.
All right, and that is your time. I love that the man in the yellow hat is his tag team member. Trying to imagine what that would look like in like Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay, Morgan, bring us the Bedelia heat.
Okay, if you want a story of an underdog, this is your girl. Like, humble beginnings. She is a maid. She never questions her life or asks for more. She really just does as she is told. And she is here fighting Curious George. We can't really say how this fight came about or why, but we do know that she is a humble woman who is ready to, bring it. And she will put on a good show. Anything you ask her to do, she will literally do it.
I love the hook there at the end. I gotta say though, a lot of what we talked about with Amelia Bedelia is how humble and nice she was, and I gotta give it to the vicious chimpanzee with a tall male friend. So Jason, I'm gonna give it to Curious George on that one. Final matchup of the night, y'all. Okay, you guys are tied, so flip a coin.
Okay.
I don't have a coin. Jason, you're going to go first based on left to right of my screen. This is the pokey little puppy versus the mouse who got a cookie. Okay? Are you all both familiar with both of these characters?
I don't know the puppy. I know the mouse.
Okay, the pokey little puppy is a slow puppy who needed to get home to get some custard. And he was a little slower than the other dogs, but eventually he figured it out. He's learning, but he's pokey. And he's cute.
Pokey
and he
the
likes
puppy?
custard. Pokey the little puppy. It's not his name. It's a character flaw. That he's Pokey. Versus the entitled ass mouse who can't stop asking for shit. Jason, you're gonna go ahead and take the mouse and go.
Oh, I'm not taking the dog, the mouse? Okay. Mice are, unpredictable, right? A mouse can go up someone's leg without even knowing. If you ever go to New York City, they crawl over everywhere. And you know what? I'm going to say this mouse wins this fight. I have no idea who I'm defending. He probably has a sword. Maybe he wears armor, right? Maybe he has grenades. We don't know, right? I don't know at least. But mice, unpredictable, right? We don't know where they stem from.
All right. A strong case, especially considering this mouse asked for everything. Maybe he does have several weapons stored up. Morgan, taking on the pokey little puppy, a slow, adorable puppy who just wants some custard, and go.
I feel like this is an easy advocacy to make, because who's going to punch this adorable, slow dog and really get anybody to cheer for him? Okay, he just wants some custard. He didn't even want to wind up in this fight with this rude mouse. I'm here for a slam campaign. This mouse is greedy. He doesn't deserve it. The dog takes the win, hands down. Let the people speak.
All right, I really appreciate that perspective. I gotta say, I think that Jason's saying that this mouse came with a bunch of weapons and you saying that the puppy just deserved to win, I gotta say, I think life's not fair and the puppy probably got beat by this mouse. Although, in real life, I do think that a puppy would have a pretty easy time handily killing a mouse. Okay, that brings Jason up to 100 and, hold on a second, let me add these up. That brings you, Jason, up to 185 points total. And that brings you up to 165.5. So only a 20-point differential here, and you can totally make it up in this last round. Okay, the final thing we are going to celebrate tonight is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich Day. So first of all, I need you each just to kind of wax poetic about your favorite childhood snack, lunch snack, whatever. Doesn't have to be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We're just using that to jump off of. It could be fruit roll-ups. It could be Gushers. It could be a grilled cheese sandwich. Whatever little kid snack pack item that you miss the most, you wish you had right now, I want to hear about that. So since you are in the runner-up position, Morgan, go ahead and kick us off here. Let us know what kind of PB and jelly sandwich style snack you want to be packing.
Okay, I got to set the environment here. Okay, it is 3:30 p.m. You just walked home. You're a little sweaty. You are in 4th grade. Recess is about to come on. Don't worry, you got to get your snack ready. You're going to put out your tortilla. You're going to sprinkle shredded cheese on that. You're going to get little pepperonis. Put those on top too. Fold the tortilla. Put that sucker in the microwave. 20 seconds. You're ready. You're ready for recess. It's going to be a great day. And there it is.
That sounds amazing. Okay, so a tortilla with pepperoni and cheese in it, nuked in the microwave. Awesome sounding snack. Jason, what snack are you craving?
Okay, well, I want to set the picture. It's a rainy day and you're an adult, right? You're playing Xbox all day and there's no delivery right now because your app is down. You have to go to the fridge, right? You go to the fridge and you know what you have in there? Tortinos, the pizza rolls. Kids love them. Adults love them. They're easy to make. And they're just a little pocket full of goodness, right? Pure goodness. I would eat tortillas right now if I had some. I do not, but I would eat that playing an Xbox game.
Well, these Spacework Totino's pizza rolls that I just made will be ready in 25 minutes, honey, and I will bring them right out to you. All right, so we both have, I love that we both have pizza flavored snacks. I got pizza rolls from Jason and a tortilla pizza treat from Morgan. Okay, you guys now each have 2 minutes at the same time to go bring the other person back the snack they asked for. And go. All right, 2 more minutes here with myself. What is up, CTTV? We are approaching the end of the HUNNICUT show. This is our final challenge of the night. After this, we are going to see a little bit more of your hosts, which I apologize, I'm also one of for the evening. But after that, we're going to get into the talk show with Chanel and Jen. I love, like, the 9 to 10 slot here on Fridays on CTTV is never not fire. Last week was Quarantine. Tonight's the talk show. It's just like the perfect way to relax. And I want to thank all y'all for being, safe and responsible during this panini and staying in with us and watching comedy with us and making comedy with us and being here in the chat. Rocco's Vintage Life, what is my favorite childhood snack? It's gross. It's Oreos and milk. That's my favorite. And I say gross because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking a small tasteful plate of Oreos and a glass of milk. No. I am talking about taking an entire sleeve of Oreos, 12 of them, stacking them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pouring milk over that in a bowl, waiting about 3 minutes for them to soften up, mushing it all to death with a spoon, and eating it like a soup while I watch Power Rangers. That is my favorite childhood snack. I know it's really gross. You want to hear another gross one? Well, that would be if you go to the fridge and you get a cold hot dog and you take a cold slice of American single cheese and you wrap it around the cold hot dog and you just eat it without warming it up. I saw a friend do it when I was 5 and I started doing it, and 5-year-olds are very wise people. I will put it that way. They know how to live life. Morgan, you're back. You got a snack ready. That was fast. And we have 10 seconds left, but we'll let Jason come back. Well, let's get him back as an audience. Okay. Are y'all both ready?
I did my best.
Okay. Oh, hot dog with shredded cheese and a tortilla and microwave it in a robot. Yes, that is a wonderful. Did you ever upgrade and add a hot dog to your pepperoni?
I probably did, but I just remember that pepperoni quesadilla was what I was making a lot of.
Amazing. Well, Jason, did you get a pepperoni quesadilla for Morgan?
I did. Yes. We're going to start off with the bun, with the tortilla shit. It's going to be a bootleg copy of American Summer, right? And then you want to add to it, right? So if you want to add to it, we're going to use some mind-free cards to add on it. So we're going to make sure we put a bunch of cards on it, and we need a little topping for your little meal. We're going to add a special 9/11 keychain. Okay. Whoa. This 9/11 key, you can't really see
that. That is a collector's item.
You're going to be able to put that right on your pizza. So you have Wet Hot American Summer bootleg, you have mind-free cards, and you have a keychain to remember. So
I'm honestly not sure what the most offensive part of that snack is. If it's the 9/11 bottle opener, a bootleg of a great movie, or Chris Angel merchandise.
All part of the game.
No, I love it. Morgan, give us a 1 to 10 rating. Would eat, wouldn't eat.
I think I'm gonna go on the wouldn't eat. It seems a little too special. All the items seem like collector's items on some level, maybe. I'd have to save that snack for a really special occasion.
Okay. So the verdict is too collectible to be delectable. Morgan, were you able to get us some Totino's pizza rolls?
Yeah, and I went like full Amelia Bedelia on this and was like very literal. And I didn't have pizza rolls, but I broke what are these things? Those Tostitos, they're like taco rolls. I forgot what these are called, but I broke them up to make them look like pizza roll taquitos. Thank you. And that is what I made you. So I hoped it was like in the same category, would meet the needs of the Xbox rainy day.
I think so. I would eat those.
All right, we got a would eat from Jason, and surprise, you guys were determining who won yourselves that round. That is my only April Fool's prank of the night, is that Jason, by saying would eat, you have given Morgan the win for that round.
Oh.
All right. Y'all, that brings us to the end of the game show. You guys both performed excellently. To our wonderful viewers watching at home, just want to let you know, thanks for being here for a smaller HUNNICUT gathering. We have 8 members in our group, and we're going to try and have a bigger show in the near future. But for tonight, given that April and spring are here, and we're all figuring out our new schedules, thank you. I had a wonderful time hanging out with you, Jason and Morgan, and I think you guys competed very well. Do you have any closing words for our chat or on behalf of HUNNICUT that you'd like to share?
I
was going to say, oh, go ahead, Jason.
Oh, I'm going to go out and buy Wet Hot American Summer and not have a burnt copy. I'm going to do that this weekend.
I wasn't really trying to shame you. I think everyone in that movie is doing fine, just fine.
It's a really old copy, but I will go out and search for it.
Oh my God, no shame. Don't buy something because I made a joke. Morgan, do you have any final words for us?
Yeah, just in honor of National Children's Book Day, I wanted to give a huge shout out to The Stinky Cheese Man. That was a really big deal book to check out when I was growing up, and so loved it. Had to say it for today's celebration.
Hell yeah, I should have remembered that. I loved The Stinky Cheese Man. It was my favorite. I loved
it was always checked out.
Oh my God, yeah, that's maybe my favorite kids book, yeah. Period.
It was great.
All right. Well, Morgan, you're taking us home with 215.5 points tonight. Jason at 185, only 30 points, 30 and a half points difference there. Very well played game on both of y'all's behalf. And to everyone watching, go read a kid's book. Indulge yourself in some joy. Today is all about rainbows, childhood snacks, and children's literature. So try and take it light this weekend on behalf of HUNNICUT, and we will see you in a few weeks. Bye.
Bye.